So we have a series of relict barrier islands that today just look like, you know, high elevation ridges on land, and we only figured out they were old barrier islands created in the Pleistocene when sea level was higher because geologists saw little tubes like that they thought to themselves, oh, I've seen those on a beach before. That means that the sand that makes this ridge on the mainland makes sense that it used to be a barrier island. Right? So that was one of the first finds of evidence that allowed geologists to start mapping the old Pleistocene islands that are now on the mainland.
Cool.
And I've never seen one further in Sapelo, but I've heard that if you go to the Silver Bluff old barrier island that makes up the core of Sapelo, you can see those preserved in the sediment there. The dunes down here are lower elevation than the dunes up there, and that's because these dunes are newer. They're baby dunes. They haven't had time to grow yet. So that tree line back there was the shoreline in the 1980s, and all of this sand has been deposited in the last 40 years. So the dunes you see are young primary dunes just starting to be vegetated. We know that vegetation applies drag to the wind, slows down the wind, causes that sediment to deposit, the dune to build up. So when we eventually go back there, you'll see there's that progression of small, just like not even really dunes yet, just vegetated ripples. And they get higher and higher and higher as you go back towards the maritime forest. I've had a couple people ask me about, it looks like these like ridges and dips all along the beach. You can see like 3 or 4 of them in a row right here. Those are called ridges and runnels. And what's happening is it is during the fairly calm season, we're not having a ton of big storms. So sand ridges will form offshore, the wave energy will slowly push them onshore, and eventually they'll glom on and start allowing the beach to prograde. That's just during the calm season. During the windy season, during the hurricane season, a lot of the sand will be ripped back out, taken out oceanward. And then during the next calm season, it'll form these ridges, and the ridges will slowly migrate with the wave energy back inland. So it's a seasonal transition where we have the summer profile, which is what we're heading to with what we're looking at right now. The winter profile would be much steeper as that sand's taken away. But over time, right, the accretion has obviously outweighed the erosion because we have tens and tens, maybe hundreds of meters of accretion over the last 40 or so years.